Sparkle Squad, this is Monica, and I am so excited to show you today a new type of monthly subscription box from my good friends at Potomac Beads. Now, you've seen me unbox these before, but now starting 2023, this company has done kind of an overhaul of their monthly subscription boxes, and they chose me along with several others to introduce these to you and kind of show you what they are, the differences and everything, so that you can know what to expect for this new year full of sparkly goodness and excitement. In my previous playlist where you saw me do the unboxings, I had the Best Bead Box, and they have changed the Best Bead Box and the Best Bead Box XL to something called the Treasure Edition or the Kit Edition. I have received the Treasure Edition, and that's what I'm going to be showing you today. I've always loved Potomac Beads, mainly for their bead weaving types of project ideas and beautiful check glass, and they are able to even have special things created that are exclusive to Potomac Beads, like their new crystals and their glass pearls. They have actually filled in a hole in order to offer us some new types of crystals, and I just really have loved everything that I've seen out of Potomac Beads. I also love their little bead boards that they have. I got the little kitty cat themed one. They have so many different options available, not just for the monthly kits, but just, you know, various types of project ideas and cool creations for jewelry makers. I just love everything I've seen coming out of them. But now this is pertinent to their monthly subscription boxes, and let me tell you a little bit more about the changes that they're doing. You can expect to get about 10 to 20 products that go with the quality that Potomac Beads is always provided, including the check glass, crystals, pearls, gemstones, seed beads, and metal beads and findings. These products that you receive in your kits, whether it's the Treasure Edition or the Kit Edition, are exclusive to the subscribers and not available on PotomacBeads.com. So these are special things. You have new products in the kits before they even become available, and then there are exclusive ones that are just specific to the kits themselves. There are also beginner-friendly materials, and you can use them for basic bead stringing the way that I mostly do, or if you want to get experimental with your beading, you can do the bead weaving or some other more advanced types of things as well. So that's really cool. And then you have a lot of techniques and instructions for different project ideas at PotomacBeads.com, which is another thing that I find really awesome. You get a larger pack of quantity in the materials that you receive in the Best Bead Box, which is now, in my case, called the Treasure Edition. You get a page dedicated to providing like project inspiration and some technique guidance, and you get a 50% or more discount on the retail pricing. The Kit Edition only contains new kits and never a kit that already exists at PotomacBeads.com, so you don't get any kind of repeats. Then each month there will be 10 recipients of golden tickets. These lucky subscribers will receive a special giveaway, which will be revealed during the live YouTube unboxing at Potomac Beads YouTube channel. That is awesome. The treasure boxes will become available after the month they launch, but at a higher retail sale price. So it's better to get them through the monthly subscription. The kit subscription boxes will only be available through the subscription. Individual kits will be available at their regular retail price. So first off, if you're not familiar with how Potomac Beads operates, they always send your goodies in this beautiful teal kind of, well, it's not really teal. I guess it's like an aqua. It's a double mailer, so everything is nice and protected. And then one of my favorite things are these magnetic boxes. Look at this. So it comes up and it just closes with that little magnet right there in the lip, or maybe it's right here. Yeah, so there's two magnets there, and it just closes, so you can use these over and over and over again, and or you know, that's how you can store your projects, however you want to do. Now they included this awesome Potomac Beads bag, and I'm going to use this, of course, to be part of my backdrop for you guys. And you know me and tote bags, I'm all about it. So let's open up this Potomac Beads subscription box, guys. So this is for the month of January 2023. I have to have sound effects and visuals, don't I? The Treasure Edition, formerly the regular Best Bead Box, has techniques such as stringing, bead weaving, freeform stitching. They're larger than ever. The stash may include a new collection each month, some product in multiple colorways, which is exciting. 2 to 3 inspiration videos provided for each box. And see, that's another thing that I love about Potomac Beads, because you may see some products in here you've never worked with before, and it's just awesome that you can go to them and say, ooh, I like what they're doing with that. I think I'm going to do that too. And your past boxes will become available a la carte after several months. So you can go to www.potomacbeads.com/ideas. Discover the new Potomac Beads treasure box. This buried treasure box features beautiful bright copper tones, one-of-a-kind vintage check glass, and exotic shapes and colors. Create your own simple strung jewelry designs or create a detailed masterpiece. And then of course there is the project ideas. And on the back, it's got the treasure subscription and everything in here in the bag. Oh, wow. So it does include the logo white bag. Okay, so I have a bag of beads. Love those colors. Then there is a bag of a little bit of everything. Wow. Look, I even get a little container. Oh, see, you know, fellow jewelry makers, you're going to love this because they are providing some little containers for us. How awesome is that? Bead-wise, we've got some 3mm check glass rounds. And these are really pretty. It's like a black with some kind of a purple, lavender purple with a hint of blue, a little bit of gold, and I thought I caught a trace of green. So look at those. Those are really pretty. Very nice. These are tiny beads right here, those 3mm size. Then we've got a check glass faceted round in 7mm. Love that. This is like a champagne color here. Now it's not telling me the colors, but wow. This is really pretty, kind of a goldish champagne color. I love that shape and the color is really beautiful. Then we have check glass round smooth in 4mm, which I believe is this one here. And this is sort of like a turquoise blue color. Very pretty. This looks like one of those drooks. Then a 5x7 check nugget. And I guess it would be. This is a nice pretty blue color. It looks like a saucer bead in a way. And then these I saw right off. I love these check glass leaves. These are 9x15mm. It is a sage green that has silver inlay there on the leaf veins. The veining. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Ooh. Now I want you to look at this cute little container. So it's got several different little sections there. I love these things. I've got these larger ones here that I use for my jump rings and split rings and stuff, and I like to separate them by color. I actually use those for beads as well. So this is really cool. I don't even have this size, this smaller size here, but it's awesome for these smaller beads and findings and stuff. So thank you so much, Potomac Beads. I love those things. You know, you can never go wrong sending a jewelry maker some containers, right? And it's just awesome that it comes in the Primo container of the box, but also being able to put all these little components and beads and things in that. That's wonderful. Wow, so there is a lot of stuff here, guys. I have some wire, some Potomac's beading cable, and this is a 7-strand, and it's got good flexibility. It's nylon-coated stainless steel, so very nice, and you're able to use this just right out of the gate, and so you can do your bead stringing. So this one is a check glass vintage button, and I'm going to open this one up because this is super pretty. Now, the possibilities are endless with buttons. I don't know how familiar you are with some of my other projects, but I do love to use these shank style buttons and create either a closure for a bead woven, or even sometimes whenever I'm doing those knotted bracelets, use this as a closure and then make the loop go around that. Or I also love to turn these into earrings. Then we have some Potomac crystal bicones, which I believe are these. And they are a 4mm size, and these are really nice. I love these. The bicones are so cool. And you know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and if you are familiar with some of my other project ideas, I love to make those puffy heart beads with these 4mm bicones. So we might do that for Valentine's Day this year, guys. I also have some Montana blue, or it's really kind of like a smoky blue, Potomac crystal bicones in the 4mm size. Look at that. These are super pretty. You can, when I turn it this way, you can sort of see the navy picked up in that navy blue. It's got a blue fire to it when you turn it around. And that's what I mean. These are Potomac crystals, and they have really started to fill in the huge vacuum left behind when Swarovski shut down. They are actually not selling beading components anymore. Now these colorful little A-shaped or chevron-shaped beads are called Ava Beads, and let's see what it says, or Ava Beads. I'm sorry, EVA. And I have a slide I will populate in there because I had to look those up. One time I was reviewing one of the boxes that I purchased last year, and I had never seen those before. And I just thought that was really cool that Potomac Beads had that available in their exclusive collection of things. And these are great for a lot of different purposes, but bead weaving projects especially. But I think I'm going to actually use this in a bead strung project. That would be really cool. And also, wouldn't that make some really neat earrings? Wow, so very cool idea. I got a bunch of ideas in my head now. So now we have some head pins, and these are copper plated. They are 38mm ball pins, and I love the look of those. It's got that bright shine to it on the ball. It is sort of an aged copper, so it's not like a rose gold look to it. Very nice. It's an antique copper plating, and you get 36 of those, so that's a lot. I love it. Next up, we have some Potomac Pearls in Comet, and that's a 4mm, and this is a 10-inch strand. I'm going to open this up because these, I think, would coordinate so beautifully with these Montana Bicones. Now this is giving me kind of a grayish blue look to it. Now look, with the Montana blue, wouldn't that be pretty? Oh my word, I got ideas. And then back on the copper vein, we have another antique copper plating, and this is a bell. So you can make your own little pendant and use one of these beautiful bells here to do that with. I love that look to it too. It almost looks like a shell. Then we also have another antique copper item. It's a 13mm toggle clasp. I love using toggles for my bracelets because it just really puts an ease to being able to clasp everything versus having to use like a lobster claw clasp if you have problems with carpal tunnel the way that I do. I'm going to put a link below in my description to the new Potomac Beads Treasure subscription, and this is the best bead box. They have the Treasure Edition, which is what I have here, or the Kit Edition, and it's likened to the Best Bead Box and the Best Bead Box XL. The thing that I like about the way that they're kind of changing this up is that I can do bead stringing projects, but also I can do some bead weaving projects, or I can use the same items that's typically meant for a bead weaving project and turn it into a pair of earrings or a pendant even. So there's a lot of different possibilities now, and I find that just really awesome to be able to do something with a lot of different components over the course of several different types of beading techniques. So it gives you a lot of excitement in your monthly subscription boxes, and also a lot of variety in the types of materials that you have to kind of beef up your stash. And then, of course, these containers, things like that, just really make my day. So I'm really excited about this. Now, again, I've always loved Potomac Beads. So even though they sent this box for me to review for you, and I also will be doing some projects using some of these materials, I am a fan. You've probably seen the original. I didn't have time to film the second one, the one that I got this past Christmas, but they had their advent calendar. And oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I think this is the second time they've done this now. And the projects, every time you go to open up a pocket, the projects were just really cool. And it's just so much fun to open up a little pocket every day of the month and see different types of beading components that you can then turn into project, because they give you the project ideas too. So that's something that I've always really enjoyed about Potomac Beads, because if I am kind of flummoxed about, I don't really know what to do with that kind of component, or wow, I just can't see how I'm going to use that type of bead, I can go to their website and it tells me. So that's super duper inspiring, but also it gives me a way to kind of step outside my comfort zone. We'll have my link below that will take you to their information, and that's how they will be able to track that it's coming from Sparkle by Monica. So I'd appreciate it if you use that link. Thanks so much again to Potomac Beads for sending me this awesome Treasure Edition Best Bead Box. I really appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to creating with all these beautiful sparkly goodnesses. Share this with any of your jewelry making friends that might be interested in the new versions of the Best Bead Box or the Best Bead Box XL, the Treasure Edition, or the Kit Edition, or any of the items at Potomac Beads, because they have so many different exciting things for you to look at and project ideas for you. If you've not already done so, please subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and have a sparkle-rific day, y'all. Bye!